Hey guys, what is up? This is Monster Trio back with a video, and I know that it's been a long time, probably over a year at least since I've made a video, but I just read something and I think that yet again I've got another crazy theory, and um, it's it's interesting, and I had to make it because everyone thinks that now that the Vinsmokes have been revealed and that they've been shown as this family that is complete with the five kids, which was Reiju, Ichi, Niji, Sanji, and Yonji. So that's all five. Everyone thinks that's it. That's the entire Vinsmoke family, and no one's even considering that there may be another. And I actually think that there is. And I am serious in saying that I think that Bellamy is still Sanji's brother. And the thing that convinced me was I've already made a theory video, if you haven't seen it, on all the things they have in common, everything with Samuel Bellamy, the pirate that Bellamy in One Piece is based out off of. And I just saw another fact, which just made me think of it immediately, which was Samuel Bellamy was the youngest of six children. Six. Not five. Not five. Six. And he's the youngest. So I think that it is very possible that Sanji and Bellamy are still long lost brothers. And I actually think that Sanji left before either Judge Vinsmoke had him after. Because we have to remember, they were children. They were like 8 years old when Sanji left. So, I mean, maybe not even 6, 7. So, Bellamy wouldn't be that much younger than him. I think it's maybe a stretch, but I think Bellamy could have been hidden away before Sanji was, or there's so many different ways that they could have not met that Oda could think of, but I still think that it was significant that Samuel Bellamy was the youngest of six children and that there are five Vinsmokes, and I think that Judge made the sixth Vinsmoke, but like he is the sixth, so I don't think he wasn't born sixth though. Obviously, he's their father. So I think that there's definitely going to be a significance with that. I think there's a very strong possibility that Bellamy shows up at Whole Cake Island, because when you think about it, what is he going to do now? I mean, all he has, literally the only thing he has left, is a Viver card to go to Luffy. And right now Luffy is in a lot of danger. I mean, I just read the most recent chapter, which was 851, and he's about to be freed. Spoiler alert, he's about to be freed by Jinbei. And I think that before that, though, when he was fighting Cracker, he was in terrible shape. When Sanji beat him up, he was in terrible shape. When the soldiers captured him, and I think two soldiers punched him at the same time, and he started bleeding profusely, and they captured him like that. So I think it's very possible that the Viver card maybe was in danger or something, and maybe him and some of the Straw Hat fleet could show up to help the Straw Hats, because right now, even with, as I said before, with the spoiler again, with Jinbei there, I don't think that they're strong enough to beat or escape from Big Mom. I think the only way that right now they could escape is if they get everyone to go through the mirror world with Brule and then escape to the ports like that. But that would take a lot of effort out of Chopper to collect everyone, because everyone's in different places right now. So he'd have to get Brook, he'd have to get Pedro, he'd have to get Luffy, Nami, and Jinbei, he'd have to get Sanji, he'd have to get a lot of people. So I don't know. Also, I'm doubting that the mirrors are that helpful. Roger's base actually said that too. He said that he doesn't trust the mirrors, and I actually agree with him. I think that it's possible that they're just lying to him, and they could just lead him to a trap or something, or a hallway full of guards or something. So, but anyway, this is sticking to the Bellamy theory. I think I honestly do still think that he is a brother. I think that it is possible that he was maybe like a clone, and you know how they're trying to uh, create like a clonable army. I thought it was possible that they tried to clone the children and it failed, and like Bellamy ended up getting rejected by him, and they left him in the North Blue on some random island. Because if you remember, Bellamy said he grew up on some random island that was boring, and that's why he wanted to become a pirate. So I think it's possible that he ended up becoming a pirate and going off on his own, and he just never saw them again. But he obviously knew who they were and everything, and he probably hates them for it. And that would be a crazy connection, but everyone, I think, is underestimating that Oda can bring in new things into this chapter, because there's already so much we have to worry about, because you've got Pudding, you got Sanji, you got Big Mom, Brook, all these people, all these characters. You're learning about Pedro now. Like, there's so many things that are being introduced, and everyone thinks that they're just going to focus on that. I think that someone else is going to show up at the Big Mom Island. I don't think everyone is there right now. You also have to remember that Big Mom's tea party, if you reject the invitation to her tea party, they'll, do obviously terrible things to you, kill someone you care about. So I think it's possible that there are going to be people who get invited to the tea party that maybe Luffy knows or is an ally with and could help him fight to get out of there. Uh, Regardless, I know that this year and the beginning of the Big Mom arc is going to be huge. And yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say for this video, so don't keep it too long. But I just wanted to say I feel great being back, and I'll try and make more videos, but we'll see. Alright, Monster Trio, signing off.